Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Artist Stories of Middle Georgia. I'm your host, Victor Rigoli, and I'm on location today. I'm up here in Macon, Georgia, and I'm at the studio of the one and only Rhonda Sunshine Miller. Rhonda, thank you so much for being on the podcast today.
You're so welcome. I'm glad you finally made it here.
We have made it. Yes, we have made it. I was looking back over some previous, I don't know if it was emails or Facebook messaging, just trying to get together and that kind of thing. And you and I got together at Christ Church for that art show and sale, and we were talking and says, we have got to get together. And so we set the date and the time, and here we are, and I'm excited to have you on the podcast. And so, Rhonda, where does your artist story begin?
It started in 2018. Really.
2018? Okay.
I wasn't really into art at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
I think I want maybe a designer of a house, decoration, the decor, but never art. So I think it started in 2018.
Okay. So what got you to want to start creating art? So you go back, it's been 8 years now, and it's like, okay, what did you experiment with, or was it something you saw that kind of inspired you and says, hey, I could do that too. I could create that.
Well, I was thinking of back maybe 2015 or 14. Let me take that back. I was doing handmade cards, greeting cards, like the one that you purchased.
That's right. Okay.
I was doing those first, and it started because a young lady, her mom was dying of cancer, and she just couldn't find a card for her mom just to let her know. So I made one for her.
Okay.
And it started with greeting cards, and then it got so heavy with the greeting cards. They got so heavy on the cards, so people calling me, telling me, "Girl, these posters very high."
Yeah.
And so I started writing in journals, doing journaling, and I started with my first class with Casey, and Rhonda helps me copying. But anyway, I started journaling. After I did journaling, I found out that the pages were too small, and then I started on the canvas.
Yeah.
And I started on the canvas, and then I think I went through a little depression at the time.
Okay.
And I think that's what made me start on canvas.
Okay.
I just like the journaling just seemed like it couldn't help. So I just started putting wide paintings on canvas. So that's how it all started.
I could see the progression there, because I bought one of your cards, and just to kind of share this with you, I wrote a sweet little note and gave it to my wife. And when I saw it, I thought of her, and I said, I've got to get that for her. And she really appreciated it. She's got it sitting out on her desk and everything. So it's really, really neat. So
I try to make them really pretty in the front so people can get inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like, that's why I leave them blank.
It's not your little standard, throw the word out there, Hallmark card or something like that. It's an American greeting or whatever. It is a work of art in itself, when you think about it, because there's a lot that has gone into it, and it's just not that piece of card that has some painting or something on it. You have attached material to it to make it so different, and that's what catches people's eye, and I think that's why people are attracted to that kind of art. But yeah, I could see how because you paint with a lot of emotion.
Yes, I do.
And folks, if you haven't seen her work, I highly encourage you to go see her work. Now, you've got some work being shown. Is it still down at the Tubman Museum?
Yes, it's at the Tubman exhibit. But make sure y'all call when it's up, because they do have like a lot of events, and they have my art right in the rotunda.
Right. So
in
you
the
walk
middle of the floor.
You're going to see it, because it's on like 4 or 5 different walls, and you got to walk around and see her art. And I did a little video on it, so catch that. And I was glad I could get down there a day or two before that the reception was and everything. So I encourage people to go check that out. And even on our Facebook page, I put some photos of some of your artwork out there too.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Because it's art. I'm gonna throw this out as art that comes from the heart, basically.
Art from the heart.
And the creativity that you have, and you invited me to come up, and I appreciate you inviting me to come up to your studio, because I was so impressed just walking through this area, because every time you went around a corner, it was something new and something different. It's like, oh my gosh, there's so much inspiration here. So I can see why and how that plays into some of your artwork as well.
Yes, we call it down here our enchanted garden.
Oh, okay.
That's what me and my son calls it, the enchanted garden. We're not quite finished. We're going to have flowers all over the place.
Okay. Yeah, well, we got plenty of flowers around here.
That's my wall.
It's like I got one coming out of my shoulder here, which is
I know,
great,
we got the big sunflower.
Yeah, I got a big sunflower here, which is awesome. Yeah. But yeah, so a lot of the art that you create now, I mean, let's talk a little bit about the cards that you started, and that was like 8 years ago.
Yes.
Right.
And the cards might be a little more early. I can't remember. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
I can't remember. They was my first ones.
Yeah, first ones. Yeah. And you still create cards.
Yes.
You still do some of that now.
And it's getting better too.
Yeah. Well,
they are better than it was, I think.
you said 2018, and that's 8 years ago, if I do my math correctly. And so, but you probably have some early pieces, and you're like a lot of artists. You can go back and look and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I created that.
I look because some people say, hey, I still have your art. So I think that's really was like 2010 and 2011.
Okay.
I really do. Yeah. And before that, I was making scrubs and soap.
Yeah.
And I was making candles.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Yeah. So you basically got folks. She does a little bit of everything. She is a true creative in the creative mind and creative energy that she exudes. And you just have to naturally feel that when you're around you, because you get inspiration, from being around you, because you're very energetic. Check out her either Instagram or Facebook or everything. She'll put videos out there dancing and moving around and everything, and it's very inspiring.
And don't be fooled now, because I have to cut.
Yeah, a lot of editing, I'm sure.
Yeah,
and
because,
put things together.
And I have good days. My body, I suffer from a chronic illness. And I'm constantly tired, so it's very invisible. I serrate it well. Yeah. Like I could be in pain. Like today, I am in pain. It don't look like it, but I am like in pain. But I'm learning to adjust to it. But it still hurts. So some days I could be dancing and just enjoying my life. And
some
then
days
other
it's
days
a
I'm in the
just
bed.
To get through the day.
I can't get out the bed.
Right. Yeah.
And it has to do after it's post chemotherapy.
Okay. Yeah. Because you're breast cancer survivor, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So awesome. And some of the art that you create comes from that.
Yes.
Too,
yes. It used to be for mental health, but I definitely mix the breast cancer with the pain and my mental health. So yes.
Yeah.
And it's good to paint instead of taking medicine. So art is my medicine.
The thought comes to my mind, and I've talked to other artists about this, is very therapeutic.
Yes.
For you. Yeah. And it's an outlet for you.
Yes.
Because and folks watching this, I mean, art can be that for you. It can be an outlet for you. There's things, and I've talked to another good artist friend of mine about how in dealing with especially children that have experienced trauma, it's hard for them to verbalize it.
It is.
But they can get it out on a piece of paper or canvas or something, and you can see it sometimes just in the colors that they choose.
Yes.
And then maybe something that they drew or whatever, but it's a release for them as well. So, yeah. So, you've grown from the small cards up to larger canvases. And what would you say the average size canvas is? 16 by 20-ish size?
Yeah, I do 16.
18 by 24?
16 by 20 is, I don't know how to do the 12 by 12.
You like a bigger?
I think 16, this is a 16 by 20. It's also framed.
Right.
But I came up with that name in 2018. Art ate her. So it's like the umbrella of everything I do. Means when the people ask me what it mean by art ate me, it means that art consumed my life, that it brings out beauty. So art consumed me, so art ate her. And that's why. So if you see my face, I'm sorry, and you see my legs, so art ate my heart and just the inside.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So I did this in 2018. And it's just basically a little that I'm a gym or something like that, or just little lines and stuff, but basically, yeah. Mostly all my art is basically about me. And most of the pictures that y'all see, all of the portraits, they're me.
Yeah. They're me. And I've asked other artists this, well, does every piece of art have to have a story behind it? And some artists will say no, but then the majority of your art does have a story behind it, because of something that you've experienced. And I think it's important, folks, to get to know Rhonda Sunshine Miller here and talk to her about her art. Because if you see a piece that you may not quite understand, talk to the artist, because there's meaning in that piece. And you may not see it or understand it until they talk to you. And you can say, just like just now, art ate her. Somebody were to see that and say, what the heck are you talking about?
Art consumed me.
It consumed you. and then I'm a gem.
Yeah.
You got some jewels on there.
Different colors.
Different colors.
Of whatever day it is.
Yes.
And it doesn't mean when I see colors, it's color for everyone. I know a lot of people say, well, why some of your art faces are different colors? Because it's not about a race that buys it. It's for all the races.
That's right. Thank you.
So that's why I do it. I do it for all the races.
Right.
And sometimes if I do like my race, nobody really buys it.
Right.
So I kind of clear it. And then if somebody say, hey, could you make it a little lighter? I'm like, sure.
Sure. Yeah.
And I make it a little lighter for people. So I will accommodate that for anyone that's interested in that. I will accommodate for both. I like to just set that picture there. The 20th annual, see, her face is different. Because I knew it was going to be for the jazz on Riverdale.
Right.
On the 20th, and I wanted to make it different. But I did a hair red. I wanted to do it red because I wanted it on like a New Orleans and see her microphone.
Gotcha.
I thought they didn't want that microphone because it was a little messy, but he loves it. So
yeah, it's a beautiful piece.
And I got to sell all of the posters in one day. 30 of them.
That is
and
amazing.
All the t-shirts.
And t-shirts as well. T-shirts as well. And I'm going to do my best to try to incorporate. I'm not sure how I'll do it on YouTube, but on Facebook, I can add photos. And what I'll do, guys, as you're watching this, look for the photo. This was back in 2023 that she was the featured artist for the Arts and Jazz on Riverdale. And so we'll take a little picture of that.
I should have had it out for you.
That's okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. But, you have a lot of fans. You have a lot of people that have purchased your art, and you probably have some repeat customers or clients too.
I don't consider them as my fans.
Yeah.
I consider that they go through the same thing I go through.
Yeah.
They could be my fans, and you say that, but really, I think they're more the people that's going through what I go through.
Right. That's that connection. That you build.
And their story is their story. Sometimes you have to explain to them what it is.
That's right.
They make their own stories up too.
That's right.
They definitely make their own stories up.
Oh yeah. But your art, when you see it, and I've seen different pieces of your art, it speaks to people differently.
Yes.
Okay. And it's just like any piece of art. The two people can be standing there gazing upon it. And one of them says, I just don't understand that piece. It just looks wild to me. And the person next to him says, you don't get that? You don't see this or that or whatever? Because it spoke to that person.
I've heard that before. This guy told me, he said, what is this?
Yeah.
He actually told me.
Right.
He said, what is this?
But then when you start talking about it, that's why, folks, is to getting to know her and talking about her art, you build that relationship and that connection with Rhonda, and you hear the story behind it, and that boom, you've got that connection right there. You understand that piece better. Oh, I see that now. I see why that eye, the left eye, is much bigger than the right eye, or it's a different color, like on that poster over there. Why is that?
Because yellow represent trauma. So if you ever see yellow on there, and this is actually my real picture too. That's me. It's just a younger version. I was back in it. But anyway, I put yellow for trauma.
Okay.
The red lips is for power. The blue is for calm.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's basically one. Now
Awesome.
the smaller eye and the big eye, to be honest, y'all, I'm not like an artist. I didn't go to school for art. So if I went to school for art, then my eyes would probably been amazing. So I do the folk kind of art. I did my own art. But sometimes I have my eye. Now I love it small and big because sometimes people can see your art and understand it, and some people cannot.
Well, two things we'll talk about in just a second here. We'll talk about folk art, okay? Yes. You're a self-taught artist. And then the other thing is it shows that imperfections, because we're not perfect.
And that's exactly what I do. Right. I don't make my art perfect.
Right. We're not perfect.
I tried to at first when I first started, and I'm like, wait a minute. No, I can't do this.
I think the older we get, we come to that realization that nobody's perfect. There's not a perfect person out there. There's not everybody that might appear to be beautiful or successful. There's some flaw somewhere with them, somewhere. And, it's okay that, the painting, maybe the nose is too big, or, the ear is higher than the other.
I definitely have to work on the nose.
Yeah, okay.
I just do an L, y'all. I just do an L.
Well, hey, that's great.
I loop it. I do the best. Maybe one day I do the nose.
That's a great idea. I hadn't thought about that. The little L shape for the nose.
Sometimes when I'm over here teaching the kids, and I tell them the eyes, I tell them just do like a C on the front, the top, C on the bottom. Do an L for the nose. Okay. C also again. Okay. And then I do 3 for ear. And then I do an E for the other ear. Okay. So I try to, but I let the kids do their own, do their own creativity.
Right. Okay. So you're a self-taught artist. You call yourself a folk artist, and folk artists can represent, being self-taught and everything. So where do you draw some of your strength from in doing some of your paintings? And is there certain artists that you like that are more folk artists that you kind of follow or get some inspiration from?
That's really kind of like good answer, because when I first started doing art, I was drawing my face differently because I was sad on one side and I was happy on the other one. Yeah. So everybody said, this art look like Picasso. Yeah. I did not know, honestly, who Picasso was. Okay. Yeah. I had been doing the faces for years. And when I finally realized who he was, I researched him. And I saw his work, and I was like, wow, okay.
You see some similarities.
Yeah, but I never knew who he was. Right.
Until somebody pointed that out.
Yes, but Francis Bacon it's my artist. But my top number one is Van Gogh.
Oh, okay.
Van Gogh is my inspiration. And I don't really like his art, but it's his story. Yeah. That gets me. Yeah. His art is good. I like the Scary Night. Actually, people donated me like nice little shirts from him. Yeah. But it's something about his story about Van Gogh.
Yeah, he had a lot of emotional issues. Wasn't some, but he had depression. He ended up in a hospital. But during his time in the hospital, he created numerous paintings while he was there in that facility. So there was a lot of emotion, a lot of things that came out.
Was he in treatment centers?
He was in a treatment center. Yeah, he was in a treatment center. Yeah, and I don't know exactly, how many days he was in there. I want to say 30 or 60 or something, but he was in there a while. But while he was there, I think he painted a painting every day.
But I know he used to paint all the time, all day in his city.
Just go out and he was
thrown out of his city. Yeah. Because they thought he was crazy. Yeah. But I don't really think that he was crazy. I really don't think that he was out of his mind. I just think he didn't know how to handle what was going on inside, because maybe his father wanted him to be something else, and he wanted him to be something else. Then he got addicted to, he loved his brother. Yeah. Then when he found his brother was married, kind of bothered him a little bit. Then he was having a baby. I think it took him overboard. Oh yeah. And he actually unalived himself. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But he could have lived, but 3 or 4 days he just in the stomach. Yeah. But
tragic,
I know I brought it
tragic.
up, but it's just something about his story. Like one time I actually talked about him. Yeah, I bust out crying.
Well, in a way, I understand where you're coming from, because in a way I can see the way I look at Van Gogh is he saw colors differently.
Yes.
You know,
I think he was a little something blind or something. That's
I don't know if he was or not, but I think mentally he just saw things a little bit differently. Okay. And he was able to just get it out on canvas, and he used a lot of thick paint and everything. And it was different for his time. It's still different, today. I mean, look at Starry Night and all the things that are going on, and the thickness of the paint. And his art is different. And you're like that too. I mean, you use, some bold color sometimes, and what you're feeling comes out and everything. So yeah, I appreciate you sharing.
And he also, look behind you. He's famous for the sunflower.
Oh, yeah. There we go, folks. Right there.
Francis Bacon is my next one.
Okay. Okay.
Everybody probably wondering why. Same again.
Okay.
Mental illness.
All right.
And he did the weirdest stuff.
Yeah.
Like the weirdest faces. And there's just something about that art that captivated me. He's darker than Van Gogh, but it's just something how he drew his art. And it was very emotional. Have you seen some
I think I've seen his work. Yeah.
So you was like, Rhonda like that?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I love it. And it's weird. It is different. It's art. It's not the same. Yeah. So I like Frida too. I like Frida because of the colors.
Okay.
But that's my inspiration. I'm sorry I could go on and on, but definitely.
No problem.
And now I'm with this new folk artist, which is a folk artist, is Nellie Mae Rowe.
Oh, really?
And I know nothing about her until somebody wrote me on Instagram for her foundation. They said, hey, your art looks like her.
Okay.
So
I've checked that out.
And I went to her hometown.
Yeah.
They invited me to her hometown.
Oh, wow.
And I stayed and I tried to live paint her. I didn't finish. I was a little nervous. It was my first really live painting.
Okay. But
I missed I suppose I unveiled her marker and not her statue. So let me fix that. It was her marker. But I messed up the dates and I was sick. But I'm Nellie Mae Rowe. When I look at her stuff, you can look her up too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's a folk artist that I know.
Now you teach too, don't you? And we're here at this huge studio here.
Yes.
With all kinds of rooms and places for. You teach children. Do you teach any adults as well?
No,
mostly children. Okay.
I do my self-love workshops. That's when the adults come around.
Okay.
And they get to look in the mirror and they get to express who they are.
Right.
They get to say who they are. And it's very personal, so I really don't show too much. I don't do really too much showing.
Okay.
I just want everything to be personal.
Yeah.
But I do thoughts. And I do a little art therapy, sometimes one-on-one with certain people.
Yeah. So do you teach every day?
No.
How many days a week do you teach?
I only do it during spring break.
Spring break time?
Yeah. And sometimes some girls might come over, women, and we do something at the house.
Okay.
Yeah. But my body doesn't allow me to do too much. Even here, some days, Mama D has to take over.
Right.
This is just a good day today for me. But other days, I don't really teach kids like I used to. I want to, but my body doesn't allow it anymore.
Okay. And this studio is in Macon, and what's the name of the studio here?
It's the Creative Alternative.
Okay.
It's at 262 Raleigh Avenue.
Okay.
And everybody knows Mama D. If you know Willie D, you know Mama D.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that's somebody I probably need to interview too and get
Willie
them
D.
on
He's at the record shop.
Mama D.
Yeah, she's upstairs now. She just got here because she comes and relieves me a lot. I just can't. I wish I could just really do what I need to do with the kids, but I can't.
Yeah.
But your
heart's in it.
My heart's in it, and they love me, as you see.
Oh yeah.
They did not want to be. They want to stay here. They want to study this Mr. Art Story guy here.
No problem. Yeah. So, where do you see your art journey going and your art story going in the next, say, 3 to 5 years? What's on the horizon there for you?
I hope that I can captivate other museums. That is my dream.
Okay.
To travel, to continue to travel, to show my art around. I'm not really into people buying my art, but I want them to be inspired and to realize that no one's perfect and that it's okay to be not okay.
Yeah.
And not to be judged on who you are, but I would just love to just share my art all around the world and just show what I do. And it doesn't have to be perfect. The eye can be an I, nose can be an L, lips can be crooked, and the chin can be on the other side.
Right.
But I just want everybody to know we're all human.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do. I know I'm going a long way with it.
No, that's fine.
I want my art to be in different museums.
Yeah.
In art galleries, not in Macon. I have nowhere else for Macon.
Yeah.
It's over for me for Macon. Yeah. And what I mean by that, I mean, I've shown.
You've been everywhere.
Yes.
Right.
And I never thought in my dreams that when I used to show my art to people, the first thing they used to say was, "What's that?" And now it's more like, it's okay to ask.
Yeah. Right.
It is that.
Yeah. Right.
That's what I like. Right. So I think when they get my art and buy it, it's not when they was buying it like hot cakes. I think they was feeling what I was feeling. Yeah. And some people pick at me, and some people act like they on my side or like they love me, but they never show up in none of my art shows. Right. Never support me. But we'll do that later next time. But it's okay.
Right. Yeah. So the goal is to branch out beyond Macon, Middle Georgia area.
Yes, that's my goal.
Hopefully get in Atlanta, Savannah.
I have some in Atlanta.
And then outside of the state.
Yes.
Really? Where at in Atlanta?
Well, I'm going to be doing the Georgiana Gallery at in McDonald. Then I have some other projects that I was asked to do and stuff. So
okay. Well, good.
But some of the projects are kind of big, and I know my body won't be able to do it like big murals. Right. And they trying to like, you can do a mural. That's all. Once you do a mural, that's a lot. It's over. It's over for you. And I was like, I can't do it. I said, I'm 55, y'all. I'm gonna be 56 next month. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
They say you get famous when you die, but I don't want to be famous when I die.
See, that's why my wife is holding on to all my artwork and said, "Hey, it'd be worth something when Vicky dies." So,
remember I tell you about the paintbrushes?
Yeah, hold on to it, babe, because it may not be worth much today, but when I'm gone, hey, you'll be set for life.
And I don't want to be famous. I just want folks to get my art and be sitting up in
I appreciate you saying that, because a lot of artists want to be famous. Mm-hmm. A lot of artists want to, hey, I've got to really sell my artwork, but that's not the goal for you.
No.
It is just to get the artwork out there to help share a story and to help people understand that it's okay not to be okay.
It's okay not be okay.
Yeah. And I think society today makes it hard on all of us, especially younger people, that, it's okay not to fit in and to be different. But society says, no, you gotta look a certain way, you gotta act a certain way. And cool. All right, guys, we're sorry for the interruption there. We think we had the spirit of Van Gogh in here.
We did
a minute ago, and all of a sudden, it was the weirdest thing. Is the whole camera and the ring light and everything just fell right off of the table, which it was back far enough. I have no idea what it was, but I think it was the spirit of Van Gogh saying, "Hey,
he must have seen it earlier though when he knocked all my flowers down."
Yeah. So The Outsider. Rhonda Miller. Talk a little bit about this.
The Outsider is what we said we were going to talk about, the folk artists and going to school.
Yes.
The Outsider is an artist that didn't go to school.
Oh,
so they call it the outsider.
Oh, okay.
Like, let me in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm not in the clique. I'm not in the know. I'm
just an
outsider. I love that.
And for that, I did the Yellow Brick Road, kind of like the Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Because I had to find, not to be scared when it comes into the world of the people that went to school. As a folk artist, I had to show that I couldn't be scared. Yeah. I had to be hard, and I had to be strong and do it. That's what the outsider means.
I'll take a picture of this and we'll put that out on Facebook as well. But let's talk a little bit about this piece right quick.
It's okay to be different, remember?
Yes.
And it's little leg and the eye. And the transformation means I transfer in my art. I learned to speak more. My art shows to speaking from his mouth. And I'm rising. And I'm getting better in my art. Practice makes perfect sometimes.
Right.
It hasn't have to be good, but then I say, I am still standing tall. Through it all, I will not fall. But if I fall, I will get back on my feet. So that's all, just one little leg, y'all. See that thigh? It's trying to be a side. It looks like a chicken bone or something. But that's my little eyes saying I see. It's happy. I'm rising, I'm speaking. And I don't know what that said right there. I forgot.
Yeah.
I can't see from here. I don't have my glasses on. But it's okay.
Let me see if I can read it here.
Nowhere.
She's got a million dreams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love this piece. It's okay to be different.
Yeah.
And I listened to a song that said Dare to be Different by Sierra. Y'all need to listen to it. Dare to be different. So spread your wings and prepare to fly. You have become a butterfly. And that's a singing by Mariah Carey. Yeah. And so that's my transformation butterfly. We're rising.
That is totally awesome. I love that. I love that piece. Yeah. So this, it's just, I wish I was creative like this, to be honest with you.
I see your work as...
I don't know. I'm a copycat. I mean, it's like I see a scene. Maybe it's a photo reference or 2 or 3 photo references, and I'll put that on canvas and that kind of thing. So I'm a creative to a certain degree, but I'm trying to be a little bit more of that. I'm trying to loosen up, and I recently created a painting. It was about a 30 by 40 inch painting, and it was done with palette knives. So it was no brushes at all, except for around the edge, which is an 1.5 inches. And so I just kind of used a brush to put in some color on that. But yeah, I really love doing that. And so it inspired me to do, I'm working on another one now. It's going to be a 3 foot by 4 foot. So it's 36 by 48. So, and it's going to be kind of the same thing, but it's going to be using palette knives. So I'm trying to do some things that are a little bit different. But see, just to be able to think and put things down like that, somebody has suggested to me, so if you just pick up the paints and get a blank canvas and just start painting and see where it takes you. I'll need to try that one day.
And you see my new piece of art coming up.
Yeah.
My work. So it's totally different. Do you see the landscape? I'm trying to get it.
Oh yeah.
I'm working on something.
Yeah. So we might have to we might have to collaborate on something sometime.
I would love to.
Wouldn't that be neat?
Yes.
Yeah. Because that gets me out of my comfort zone. It might get you a little out of your comfort zone.
I'm scared of landscapes.
And we come together and we work on a bigger piece. And let's try to make that happen.
Okay. I did it in a deep voice.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try. But yeah, I thought, man, that would be so neat. And I think it's neat for artists to just get together and collaborate on pieces.
I would love it for our artists.
2 different ideas coming together, 2 different artists, 2 different styles coming together. And it says, okay. Because I've heard of other groups that get together of artists, and there'll be like 5 or 6 different artists, and they'll put a blank canvas up and says, okay, you got 5 minutes. And they said, this is what we want to create. And so one artist starts, ding, and then the next artist gets up and picks up where they left off, and then the other one gets up there.
I just got to talk to somebody last night.
That would be so cool to watch that or to participate in something like that.
We can't be afraid to mess it on up. Somebody fix it up behind us.
To be honest,
someone behind me, you're going to be working.
To be honest, that would be something that maybe 478 Creatives could help sponsor to bring together 5 or 6 different artists and say, hey, we got a show going on, but we're going to have these artists come together, and for 30 minutes, 5 minutes each, 6 artists, they're going to create something out of nothing. Wouldn't that be awesome to see?
Yeah. I hope you seeing it. You know who I'm talking to. Just think of who she is. I know who she is. She be flying in the sky. She's one of the top birds.
Yeah. So is there anything we haven't talked about that you'd like to share with everybody as to a little bit about you, a little bit about what your art is, and where you see yourself in the future? And
once again, I see number one, I want my health.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in remission. I'm amazing.
Yeah.
I don't have cancer, anything. But it's just the post. It's just, I didn't think it was going to be like this. I thought it just get your treatment. Then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I couldn't wait because after I had my treatment, I was all over the place.
Right.
I mean, I was dancing, cartwheeling, splitting, everything. And then as the years start progressing, that's when I start, my body start fighting back at me and stuff. So
yeah.
I don't know, but number one is my health. Just to learning how to adjust to my body. Right. And then number two, like I said, I want to travel. And I just want to travel the world and then talk about my art to my next dying breath. Yeah.
You know, I could see you. Some of the artists I've interviewed have been over to France and done some residencies over there. And I could see you doing something like that, spending a week being just nothing but creative, you know, taking camps, working on different projects and something new and everything. So hopefully, wishing you the best, and hopefully that could be something that could happen for you in the future, you know, to be able to do something like that.
Yeah. I think give me 3 years and stuff up here.
Okay.
And stuff, and making, that's it.
Yeah.
This is my most exciting thing ever.
Make a magazine, right? Yeah. That is so awesome.
Maybe I can make some more magazines.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Rhonda. I greatly appreciate the opportunity to sit down with you finally, and it's just been a joy and a pleasure just to be able to get to know you a little bit better. I could talk a little bit more about art, where you're coming from, that kind of thing. And just, you know, feel of your spirit and your enthusiasm for creating art and the stories that are behind your art. So, folks, I just encourage you. We're going to put links to any social media that you have out there, whether it's a Facebook page or Instagram or whatever, so that people can see your artwork. They can follow you. They can learn more about your artwork. And also, you know, how to purchase maybe some of your artwork as well. Because I
gotta get some out though.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I don't want to sell this one. I gotta get more art out.
She creates art and it goes fast. So
I do. You know, I was shocked that I sold it at the Christ Church.
Yeah. So is the art down at the Tubman Museum? Is it for sale?
I don't have it on sale for right now. Okay. But if somebody's interested,
you could reach out to her and hopefully purchase a piece of her art from down there. Please get down there and see that. But yeah, we definitely, you know, put some contact information out there. But wish you the best. Thank you so much for being on the podcast. And thanks everybody for tuning in to another episode of Artist Stories of Middle Georgia. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe on our YouTube channel, as well as follow us on Facebook and become a friend to the Facebook page. And just share this with your friends and fellow artists. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Take care, everybody.
Wait, I'm sorry. Cut. Mash that button's just for you.
Looking good.
Awesome. Yeah, one more time.
Cool beans.
Cool beans. All right, guys.
I'm sorry. Bye.
Thank you, Rhonda. We'll see you.
Bye.
Now. Hey, folks. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Artist Stories of Middle Georgia. Today's episode is brought to you by Cornerstone Academy of Art and Design, located in Macon at 1305 Hardeman Avenue, Suite 200. If you are interested in taking lessons to become an artist, they offer a variety of classes to help you learn and develop your artistic talent. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and the web. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and as always, keep painting, everyone.